Hello there, princess.
What are all the new friends doing here?
Well, yes, we have Josh here. We were talking about storytelling and using our imaginations. We were wondering if you could help us with a story. I was thinking maybe your story.
Why, I would love to. Are all of you ready to be a part of my story?
Maybe.
All right. Once upon a time, there was a prince who lived in a beautiful castle. And although this prince had everything he could ever want, he was spoiled, selfish, and unkind. One day, an enchantress saw this and decided to place a spell on the prince, transforming him into a beast. And enchanting all those who lived in the castle. The enchantress hoped to teach the beast a lesson. That beauty was found within. If he could learn to love and earn another's love in return, this spell would be broken. But the beast was ashamed, and he hid away in his castle with the magic mirror as his only window to the outside world. Over time, he believed that no one could ever love him. In a nearby village, there lived a girl named Belle. That's me. And every morning I would visit the bookshop because I love to read. Reading is my favorite pastime because when you read, you get to visit far-off places to learn new things and go on adventures. You too. That's wonderful. Well, I live with my papa in the village, and he also loves to read. In fact, he's a genius, an inventor who's always building new machines. But you see, in my village, Papa and I didn't really fit in. Everyone thought we were odd, just because we were different. Now, the handsomest man in town was a hunter named Gaston.
Can we flex our muscles like this?
Yes. He was always walking around the village flexing his muscles and trying to get me to marry him, but you see, Gaston just wasn't the man for me.
Nope.
Well, one day my papa decided to hitch up a horse Philippe and set off to the fair with his latest invention. Oh, I have an idea. Can we all pat our legs just like this to sound like Philippe's hopes? Well done. Sounds like he's right outside. But on the way to the fair, my papa got lost in the woods, and the winter wind whistled through the trees.
Let's hear the wind. Ready? Good job.
Oh, it's getting cold. And a pack of wolves howled in the night.
Let's hear the wolves.
Oh. Well, as you can imagine, Flip got scared and ran off, and poor Papa was all alone and afraid. He stumbled through the woods until he found the castle, and he went inside where it was safe and warm. But what my papa didn't know was that this castle belonged to the beast. And the beast was not happy my papa was there. In fact, he was so angry he locked my papa in a tower. Well, when Fleet came home without papa, I knew something was wrong. So I hurried off into the woods to find him. I called out his name. I said, Papa! Oh, Papa! Oh, do you think you could help me call for my papa?
Sure. Let's help Belle. Ready?
Papa! Oh, Papa! But he was nowhere to be found. I saw a castle, so I went inside and I searced for Papa. And I found him shivering in a tower, when suddenly, out of the shadows, the beast appeared and roared. It frightened me, but I begged him to let my Papa go. When he refused, I offered to take Papa's place. My Papa was set free, but I had promised to stay in the castle forever. He showed me to my room, but he locked me away inside. So later that night, I decided to sneak out and have a look around. That's when I made some new friends. Cogsworth the clock.
Can you tick tock with me? Ready?
Tick tock.
Tick tock.
Hello, timely everyone. Lumiere candelabra.
Thumbs up. Wee wee.
May we?
Very dashing. And Mrs. Watts and her son Jim.
Hi, Belle.
Hi, Belle.
Hello, bonjour, my teacher. Well, my new friends welcomed me to the castle with a delicious meal full of music and fun. And after dinner, I decided to have a look around. It was my first time in an enchanted castle, and I've never been anywhere so magical before. It was like something right out of a storybook. And when I was exploring, I came upon the West Wing, which Beast had said was forbidden.
No, don't go in.
Well, do you think we should have a look inside?
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't supposed to, but I was so curious. And when I went inside, I found a beautiful glowing rose. And as I reached out to touch it, suddenly the beast appeared and roared. Well, this time it frightened me so much that I ran from the castle and into the woods. But I didn't make it very far before I was surrounded by wolves.
Let's hear the wolves.
Oh, I tried to fight all the wolves off, but there were just too many. Just then, Beast appeared and came to my rescue. He fought off all the wolves, but he was badly hurt. Well, I could have left him there, but he needed my help. So I brought him back to the castle and I tended his wounds. He had shown me kindness, so I thanked him for saving my life.
You're welcome.
Well, after that, everything changed. there was something there that wasn't there before. And with the help of Cogsworth, Lumiere, and Mrs. Potts, Beast planned a special evening of dinner and dancing in our ballroom. And after dinner, Beast asked if I was happy, and I said yes. Oh, but you see, I missed my papa terribly. With the help of Beast Magic Mirror, he showed me my papa, and we discovered that he was sick and lost in the woods again. I had to go to him, and seeing how much papa meant to me, he showed me compassion and he let me go. I found my papa, and I brought him back home. But back at the village, Gaston would stop at nothing to get me to marry him. Oh my, you know, he was looking a lot stronger this time, but I still don't think Gaston's the one for me.
No.
Well, when Gaston learned about Beast and noticed I cared for him, he sent the villagers to the castle to hunt Beast down. Gaston attacked Beast and they fought on the roof of the tower. But eventually Beast overpowered Gaston and Gaston begged for mercy. So Beast decided to let him go. But as Beast turned to me, Gaston gravely injured him before falling from the tower. I rushed over to Beast. You came back, he said. At least I got to see you one last time. And as I held Beast in my arms, I knew that I loved him. And when I told him, streams of light fell from the sky, and he was transformed back into a prince. The spell had been broken, and all the enchanted objects were human again.
Yay!
The castle was once again filled with light, life, and now love. And we all lived happily ever after. The end. Oh, Mom, thank you all so much for being a part of my story. What a wonderful storytellers they all are.
Yeah,
I think so.
I know your story by memory.
Oh, that's wonderful. It is one of my favorite stories to tell.
Very
Otherwise,
nice.
would we like to take a portrait together?
Yes.
Absolutely.